So the last thing that we're going to touch on today is an article from Wall Street Journal. It's entitled "The Rise of the Forever Renter." This is something that we talk about a lot. Is you have a culmination of factors that have happened where housing to buy a house is more expensive now. Not only are interest rates higher, but the price of the house is higher. And a lot of younger folks have kind of said, I'm not going to do everything like my parents. I'm okay renting. I'm okay having a flexible lifestyle. I'm okay calling my landlord when my AC goes dead rather than have that additional cost. And that doesn't mean that they are not saving money and investing, because they actually are. They're saving money and investing still, but they're not doing it the same way with that their parents have, which has all largely been buy a home, let that equity grow, and the kind of the myth is your home is your largest asset. That's always what's been said, but it's not an asset until it's making you money. In my definition, your home never makes you money until you get to the very end and you might be able to sell it. It's not the only way to handle housing, and a lot of people, younger folks, are saying, I'm okay renting. And the Wall Street Journal digs into this and talking about forever renters, how this trend has really changed the landscape of home ownership across the U.S.
Yeah, so I brought one of these. I don't know if some of our viewers remember this. It's called a newspaper. And this is The Rise of the Forever Renters from the Wall Street Journal. One of our investors actually came up here and dropped it off on my desk and was like, you guys need to read this. It's everything you guys are doing. It's why people are choosing to rent. And some of the cool data points I found in here. I'll open it up.
Well, this is amazing.
Yeah. So the number of renter households with incomes of more than $1 million reached a record high of 4,453 in 2022 in the U.S. I thought that was a wild statistic. And then another one, Brian Alvarez, he's a chief executive officer for a financial consultancy agency. It's a pretty large agency. He pays about $3,200 a month, including parking, utilities in a one-bedroom apartment in Tampa's high-end, downtown district. And he appreciates that because he gets a rooftop pool, he gets dry cleaning pickup, concierge service, so many other amenities that by having a home that he's paying for with the $3,200 a month for a mortgage, he would not be able to have all that.
I think that's a huge piece. Just kind of thinking in general, the amenities of an apartment that were, if you think about your parents, that wasn't an option. An apartment was just a cheaper way of living because you couldn't afford to buy a house. Now an apartment is kind of almost a luxury with the amenities that you can get, with the pool, with your location, with the lack of commitment. I mean, it's kind of the trend we're seeing around the board. People don't want to commit long term to anything right now. They want the freedom of being able to change things up in a year, in 18 months.
And the other side of it is this luxury rental. To your point with the amenities, you can spend, in this guy's case, $3,000, get much nicer than what you could get if you're buying a property. And these are people who are making good income.